So now we get to the part where you already waited for so long. How to hack the Instagram algorithm. If we're talking about how to hack the Instagram algorithm, I will talk to you about explaining the algorithm so that you first of all are able to understand how the algorithm actually works. Then we will talk about the IGHL method. And then we are talking about how you are able to grow together. Don't think about competitors, think about growing together. Makes also much more fun. And in this section, we will talk about, or rather, I will explain to you how the algorithm actually works. So first of all, I would like to give you a short intro. Because if you directly jumped to this part, please do yourself the favor, jump back to the first sections and do this first. Because what I will promise you, if you're not doing the basics right, and if you think you're doing the basics right, then it's fine. But what I recognized by working with my clients, that most of the people are not working very good or are just not very good in the basics. And they fail with the basics. And if you fail with the basics, it will be very difficult for you to grow your account. Even though you know the Instagram algorithm, it won't help you. Therefore, please jump back to the first sections and do this first. Furthermore, if you would like to write me down the exact algorithm, I won't do this as well. But I promise you, if I would write this algorithm completely in detail down for you, it won't help you either, because that is computer language, and most of the people who are on Instagram are not those genies in hacking and coding, etc. Therefore, it won't help you anyway. But I will promise you, you will understand the basics of the algorithm so that you are able to work with the algorithm for you. You will learn how to use it for you. And it all starts with the basic. There is no shortcut. I know it would be much easier if there is a shortcut. And I would also prefer to have a shortcut, but there is no shortcut. The shortcut is that you take this course, that you understand what you need to do in the basics, and then you are able to understand the Instagram algorithm, and then you can use the algorithm for you so that the algorithm will help you to grow your Instagram account. And why is it even important to know the algorithm? First of all, it's important because the algorithm decides which posts should Instagram boost and which not. And that also helps you to understand that Instagram is so powerful that they are able to decide if you are successful or not. Fortunately, it's a computer program which is doing this for the owners of Instagram, which is actually Facebook, but the computer program is doing this for them, and therefore you can work with it. Furthermore, you also need to understand that the algorithm is changing continuously. Things that are working now very good might not work in the future. Therefore, I will also update this course regularly so that you are always up to date to understand how you are able to boost your content as good, so that the algorithm will boost your content as well. But the main part is that the core remains the same. And why is Instagram not changing the core? Because the goal of Instagram remains the same. What would be your goal as the owner of Instagram? What is your goal? Of course, to make money. I think that's crystal clear. But what is the goal behind this? The goal is that you would like to keep your users on the platform. That's what every social media platform is all about. They would like to keep their users on the platform. They're not happy if you send them somewhere else. If you would send people from Instagram to TikTok, they're not happy with it because it's another platform. Maybe they're happy if you send them to Facebook, it's still fine. But remember this, the main thing is that you keep followers or users on the platform. Instagram is rewarding this extremely with increasing your reach. The longer you are able to keep a user on the platform, the better the algorithm will help you. And therefore, let's go to the core of the algorithm. Here you see actually the core of the algorithm, which is kind of easy, as you now see, but there's so much behind it. But in general, there are three different parts. It's the interest, the timing, and the connection. And now I would like to explain you in detail what does that all mean. Interest. Think about your target audience and your niche. That's what we already tackled in the beginning. It's very, very important that you know what they are looking for. You need to deliver value for them. If you create content which is not interesting for your audience or for the people you are reaching, then you will miss the part of the interest. Therefore, that's a major part that you really understand your target audience and your niche, because that will help you the most, and your follower should enjoy your content. They will enjoy your content and they will keep following you, which is a very, very important thing. And here you can already see the problem with buying followers. You do not have the possibility to buy a target audience, even if they say it's a target audience or a specific group. First of all, they're very, very expensive, and they are still not interested in, because they are still just fake accounts. That are just fake accounts who will not engage with your post, and therefore it won't help you. Just won't help you. It will just be a problem, and the Instagram algorithm will directly recognize it, and you will have problems because you will decrease your reach with such actions by buying followers. Then the next thing is timing. The thing is last in, first out. It's a very common concept if it comes to business administration. The last posts were ranked much higher because, think about yourself, are you still interested in old content? Maybe if it's only a few days old, might be, but if it's 1 year old, you would like to know the newest recipes, for example, for low carb. You would like to know the newest products. You would like to know the newest concepts about something. Just think about this course. Would you be interested in taking this course if I wouldn't update it for, 3, 4, 5 years? The concepts I would show are completely old. And therefore, I will keep this also up to date, because that describes your value. Last in, first out. Newer the concepts, the newer the ideas, the newer the products, etc. That's the most important thing. And therefore, the newest posts are ranked higher than older posts. And therefore, it's also important that you publish when your followers are online, because in the beginning, the algorithm will boost your post much, much faster and much, much more than later on. Means, for example, if you post in the morning, but you know that all your followers are online in the evening, then the post is already old in the evening. There were so many people posting between the morning and the evening that the Instagram algorithm will rather show the new pictures to your audience. And therefore, think about when is your audience online, and then you should publish. Very, very important. And the more often you post, the better, for sure. Because if you post in the morning, you will reach people. If you post in the evening, you will reach again people. And therefore, last in, first out, you always create new content. Because if you post, for example, once every week, your content is always 7 days old. If you post once every day, then the oldest content you will see is your content is not older than 24 hours, the newest content. And if you post every 12 hours, means 2 times per day, then you have only 12 hours between each content. And therefore, the timing is much, much better, and you will reach much more people as well. And then it comes to the connection. The connection describes how many actions are taken from the user. Means more or less engagement rate. How many people are liking your comment or liking and commenting your picture? How many people will save your picture, will share your picture or video, whatever? How many people will follow you or jump to your profile? That is really, really important if it all comes to increasing the reach and to hack the algorithm. Because now you might think, okay, I will just buy likes and comments, etc. That won't work, because think about the interest. It is a combination of those three things: the interest, the timing, and the connection. If you just buy followers, you will not have the connection. If you will buy likes and comments, that might be fine, but still the interests of those persons are completely different, and therefore it won't help you again. And that is a very, very important thing to understand, why all those buying strategies are not working. It's not working that you buy followers, it's not working that you buy likes or comments, etc. That won't help you, because the algorithm will recognize it. And how are you able to increase it? You can always ask to, for example, if you like this picture, then double tap. Or what do you think? Write it in the comments. That are ideas to work with call to actions to increase your connection and to increase your engagement rate. Because what I already said is that if you have a very high reach on a picture and no one is liking it, then the algorithm will say, okay, this content is not very good. On the other hand, if you have a very low reach, but still so many people are engaging with it, then the algorithm will say, okay, I need to boost the reach to show it to more people, because this post might be very, very interesting for many other people. And that's something you really need to keep in mind. So the core of the algorithm is the interest, the timing, and the connection. If you are only good in one or in two of them, that's not enough. You need to really work in a combination of the interest, timing, and connection to hack the algorithm, so that the algorithm will help you and boost your content, so that you will reach much more people. And as soon as you post more and you reach more people and the engagement rate will be better because you create high quality content, then you will automatically gain much, much more followers. And the good thing is that it will not grow linear, it will grow exponentially. It will grow in the beginning lower, and then it will grow much, much faster in the future. And therefore, you need to tackle every three core parts of the algorithm. So that was the part of explaining the Instagram algorithm. And in the next section, we will see how you are able to hack the algorithm.